Hey everyone, it's Owen here from OTech, and today I'll be doing an unboxing from one of the graphics card from MSI, which is the MSI RX 570 Gaming X with the twin frozen cooler. So here it is. This is one of the most expensive RX 570s you can get because this is the Gaming X version, which is a high-end SKU from MSI, and it's right up there with the Asus Strix cards, I guess, in pricing. It's one of the higher end RX 570s, so why not we just take a look at the card itself and see what's what. So here it is, the box itself first. The box is actually quite high quality, as you can see. There's lots of glossy parts like on the pictures and also a nice matte finish on the rest, so it's quite a high quality box and it feels very nice. Feels like a premium product, definitely, even though it's just an RX 570 4GB. Although I would love to see an 8GB version with the MSI Gaming X version, because I don't think that exists, at least not that I know of. So here on the back you can see that there are the features, and you can see these are the features that you find on higher end cards such as Rgb Lightings and also MSI's high-end twin frozen cooler, twin frozen 6, and also all the other features like the MSI Gaming app and MSI Afterburner stuff that you can connect to your phone, and also the features and specifications of this graphics card, which is an RX 570 with 4GB of memory. So it has all the features of all other AMD graphics cards of this generation. But anyways, let's take a look inside and see what's included. So here it is, their usual slogan with this twin frozen cooler: play hard, stay silent. And I would say that they would be quite right. They're quite successful with the twin frozen cooler. They've always made really nice, really silent coolers that cools really well. So I'm thinking that they should be doing the same thing on this one too. So yeah, first inside the box you can see that this is a black box instead of the typical brown box you see on most graphics cards. So this is indicative of a higher end SKU, as you can see, although I'm having trouble opening this one for some reason. So okay, there we go. Here's the warranty box. Basically there's like a small envelope that you can see and nothing else inside. So what you'll get is some quick start user's guide, also CD driver disk, which you should always throw away and just download the latest drivers off AMD.com, and also a nice little manual about installing the graphics card, which is made into a comic book, which I think is actually pretty cool and creative from MSI. Another thing that you get is also some stickers with the MSI branding on it. So if you want stickers to put on your case, these would be pretty good. I think they look pretty cool if you're into that. So let's get on to the graphics card. Well, before that we can also see we have a warranty card, although this is Indonesian, so it says in Indonesian kartu garansi, which means warranty card. So here's the graphics card itself. It's inside anti-static wrap and also an MSI thank you piece of paper, which I've seen before on other MSI graphics cards and stuff. So let's take a look at the GPU itself. Here's the graphics card. So you can see immediately that this is one huge graphics card. I mean, this is larger than all the other RX 470 or 570s that I have taken a look at before. This is way longer, and it's also taller. As you can see, it extends past the PCIe slot, and the PCB is way taller. And they also have this 8-pin, which feeds a 6-phase VRM underneath on the other side. So this should be a pretty powerful PCB if you want to overclock, especially with that 8-pin powering all the GPU core power as far as I know of. So it shouldn't load the motherboard too harshly. Also on top you can see the two heat pipes that extend and go into the heatsink to spread the heat onto the massive heatsink, which you can see from the bottom. It extends all the way from the back of the card all the way to the front. It's one really huge heatsink. I would say it's borderline overkill for an RX 570, which doesn't actually get that hot. And also here you can see the two big fans with this sticker that shows that it stops if the graphics card is in low load and basically low temperature. So you have to peel this off. You don't need that, otherwise the fan won't spin. But these are the MSI Torx fans, which are basically MSI's own design. So this has some special blades, so some of them are MSI's own fan blade design and the rest looks like a typical fan blade, so they're alternating in the pattern, and they are supposed to work better than normal fan designs by working together or something like that. I have no way to prove that, but let's just take their word for it, because these cards do run really cool and quiet. I've tested them. Also, they seem to be 90 or 100mm fans, so that's pretty large on a graphics card. And over here you can see that I don't understand why they put RGB lighting on this, because this is RGB, but the rest of the card is red and black, so I don't understand why MSI keeps doing this. I mean, I've seen their new 1070 Ti titanium, and that makes more sense, because like the competition, if you want to put RGB, your card should be kind of monotone in look, so it should be color neutral. Because if you're putting RGB here, but this stays red, like this even lights up red, so it's kind of pointless to put RGB on this graphics card, because you're forced to do a red and black theme anyways with this graphics card. Also, another thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a backplate, where some other cheaper 570s like from Sapphire do have a backplate, so I'm kind of not satisfied that it doesn't have a backplate, especially being one of the most expensive models. Where Sapphire has the Nitro Plus, which they have, and they have a backplate, which is really nice too. Also, this heatsink also seems to only have 2 heat pipes, but they kind of extend past the core like that and kind of does an S, so it seems like there's 4 heat pipes, but there's only really 2 heat pipes on this. But this should still really be overkill for an RX 570. Also, so because of that, it should overclock really well too, with the big heatsink and great PCB and all. Also on the back you can also see the display outputs. So there's a DVI, 2 HDMIs, and also 2 display ports. So these you can use for 4K monitors, while the DVI you can use for anything else. So yeah, that's pretty nice, a pretty good IO mix in my opinion, compared to mostly display ports, because I think people that buy these cards usually just have some kind of an HDMI monitor anyway, so it doesn't make sense to like put overkill amounts of display ports like some other graphics cards. Also on the bottom you can find the PCI Express slot, which is again also covered by the MSI branded cover, the red one, so that looks really nice actually. And yeah, that's really nice of MSI to include these. But I think that's about it for this graphics card. There's not much else to talk about, but I can pretty much assure you that this is one great RX 570. It runs really cool and it's silent just by looking at it. And also, well, I've tested a few of them, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please leave a like and please click subscribe to see more of my future videos. Thanks for watching.